All right, so we're back from Thanksgiving break. Today's date is Monday, December 2nd, 2019. We're talking about the rational exponents today. So our whole unit, as I just explained, there it is. We will finish by Friday right here, which means we have 1 day for review of final and then final time. All right. Yeah, well, I can make a packet for the weekend if you guys want to study over the weekend as well.
Yes, otherwise I'll fail.
Okay, and if you guys want, I can speed up this curriculum so that we take the test on Wednesday and then we have Thursday and Friday and Monday to review, but it means that you're learning this stuff faster and you might not know it as well. That's up to you guys. I thought it would be better for you to learn it slower, but if you want more days to review for the final, I can speed it up for you guys. You guys can tell me that after the lesson. So here is the one rule that you need for all of these 3 homework assignments today. This one rule states that if I have a fractional exponent, that is equal to a rational or another rational. Both of these rationals are the same. One has the a on the inside, one has the a on the outside. You need to have this rule memorized. You're going to be using this for the next, I don't know, however many years that you're going to be in math. If you're going to be doing math in college, you're going to be using the same rule. This rule is used heavily. You use it all the time. In fact, we just used it today in AP Calculus, and people were very confused because they didn't know this rule very well. Learn this very well. All right, who can read our objective? Get some participation in here. Brian. There it is. Thank you, Brian. And then Larry is getting his 50 XP. Thank you. And then you can somehow slowly pass the card in. I want to talk about what these are called. This is called exponential form. Write it down. It's exponential. Yes, Jaden.
What happened to water?
Water evaporates when it's slightly warm. So yeah, I thought so too, but no. Yeah, we need to get some more water.
Yeah, but how are we going to get it though?
I think we're going to have to get it from Mammoth or something. That's not going to kill him. These 2 forms over here are called radical. Radical, man. Yeah, so radical. I will not say that anymore. But that is the term radical because it has a square root. If you want to call that the square root form, that's fine. It's technically called radical form. So when I tell you to convert to radical form, you know that you're converting it to something that has a square root in it. I will do the first one for you, and then I'm expecting many, many people to participate. So y to the power of 1/5. I'm using this rule. This is now going to be, I'm going to change it to this form right here. So if I have the numerator of the fraction goes there. So I'm going to say y to the power of 1 on the inside. On the index here, this is called the index, the nth root. It could be a cube root or a square root. The index is the bottom number, the denominator. So this is going to be the 5th root of y to the 1, or you can just call that the same thing as the 5th root of y. Whenever it's to the power of 1, you can kind of ignore it. So I love using the word pedantic because lots of mathematicians are pedantic. They make things over necessarily complex. I don't need to be pedantic. I don't need to put that one there. I can make it nice and simple and just say the 5th root of y. Someone take a shot for w to the power of 1/7. How many people know this? 3 people know this? Only 3 people? Looks like Beverly has her card. The 7th root of w is correct. Thank you, Beverly. Try it again, Colby. It is indeed the 9th root of c. So far, so good. All right, let's try going the other direction. Now, if I give you it in radical form and I want it in exponential form, convert backwards. Who's got this first one? India.
Is it a 1/3?
A to the power of 1/3 is correct. Thank you, India. Another hand for the 11th root of b. Who still has their card out there? The 11th root of b. Anna, go for it.
B 1/11?
B to the power of 1/11 is correct. Ooh, this one is a tricky one. Anyone want to take a shot at it? Who has their card? Colby.
D to the power of 1/2.
It is, in fact, d to the power of 1/2. So this one, if you don't have an index, you assume that it is a 2. So you might want to make that note, write it down. Assume 2 if no index. It's like Windex without the W. This index right here. All right. I consider those to be easy types of problems. That's the first homework assignment. Example 1 and 2 is the first homework assignment. We're now on to example 3, 4, and etc. 3 and 4 are one homework assignment, and example 5 is the third homework assignment. So, I now need to convert k to the power of 2/3 into radical form. Take a look at your formula. This is what I'm using. I have a divided by b. I might convert to this one or this one. I get to choose. It doesn't matter. It's one, the middle one, or the right one. Either one of those forms is going to be fine. Does anyone want to take a shot at it? One person wants to take a shot? 2 people want to take a shot? Beverly, go for it.
I don't really have it. 3 right there. I don't know how to say
The
it.
third root?
The third root of k to the second.
There it is, of k to the power of 2. Yeah, that is correct. Thank you. And you could have put the 2 outside. It doesn't matter if it's on the inside or the outside. I could have put the 2 right here or right here. It does not matter if it's on the inside of the radical or the outside of the radical. All right, m to the power of 12/7. India,
The 12th root of m to the 7th.
you're really, really close. Careful there. The bottom number is going to be the index.
It's going to be the 7th root of m to the 12th.
There it is, of m. And again, you can write the 12 here, or you can write the 12 here. Both are correct. So I'm going to write it here this time just to show in the notes that it doesn't matter the order. I'm using the rightmost form this time, where the power is outside of the square root. And another volunteer, n to the power of 5/2. Anna.
And then the square root thingy,
Square root thingy.
2 on your side, and then 5 on the other side.
2 and 5, yes. So this is technically correct, and I think Khan Academy will give you credit, but I haven't tested it. Anna, do you know another way of writing this with a different index or hiding it? Take a look between these two forms. Do you see how you could rewrite it another way? If not, you can give it to someone else too.
Beverly.
You don't put anything there?
Yeah, just no index, just the square root of n to the power of 5.
That's what you.
So you can have an index of 2 or not. When there's no index, you assume it's 2, so it's fine to not have any index on this one. Both of those are correct. And on to example number 4. We're going to convert these to exponential form with a fractional exponent. We're going backwards from example 3 now. Who wants to take a shot at this first one? The 5th root of x to the power of 8. I'm going to try to get someone new in here. Colby is going to be my backup, though, because he's only participated once. No cards, no cards. Colby, go for it.
X to the power of 8/5.
X to the power of 8/5 is correct. Thank you.
Participated twice.
You have now participated twice.
No, 3 times.
3 times? Oh, I miscalculated. Okay. I shouldn't have given it to you. But thank you, Colby. Next one. Please, someone new. Please get our cards in. Lorraine? You're really, really close. Careful. This number always goes on the bottom of the fraction. 2/3. There it is. Yes, perfect. And our final one, z, the square root of z to the power of 7. Who can turn that into a fractional exponent? Sam. Ooh, really close. So this number is going to go on the top, right? And then what's the hidden index there? So say the fraction again. 7 goes on top. There it is. Z to the power of 7/2 is correct. Thank you, Sam. That was a tricky one. So example 3 and 4 are another homework assignment. And then our third and final homework assignment is very similar to 3 and 4. It's just multiple choice now. Choose all answers that are equivalent to this 5th root of x to the power of 6. The way that I like to convert all of these is I convert them all into exponential form. That is your hint. You don't have to, but it is a good hint.
Have you ever seen C before? Like that form?
Into what form?
C.
We haven't, and I'm going to talk about it. Well, you have last year, but last year's geometry. You have in Algebra 1. So because Colby brought it up, I'm going to bring it up right now too. Here is a rule that you will need to know for all of tonight's homework, which is this. If I have some base with some power, so x to the power of a, and I take that to another power, to the power of b, this is equal to x to the power of a times b. So an example of that would be something like x to the power of 3 to the power of 4 is equal to x to the power of 12. When you do a power to the power, you multiply the powers together. And I think that's the only additional rule that's all the way back from Algebra 1 that I need to review for types of problems like example number 5. All right, so let's convert everything into exponential form. So I need a quiet raised hand to tell me, how do you convert this fifth root of x to the power of 6 into exponential form? Beverly.
Oh, x 6 to the power of 6 over 5.
There it is, x to the power of 6 over 5. And we're going to be doing that for every single one that we see down here as well. So Beverly, I'm going to keep it on you. Is A an answer? No. No, okay, so let's cross it off. They took the reciprocal of that fraction. That's not correct. All right, a quiet raised hand. Someone convert B into exponential form. India.
It's going to be x to the 5, 6.
Thank you, India. Is that an answer then?
No.
It is not an answer. I need someone to do example C and turn it into just one fraction using this rule that I just wrote here on the left. Someone rewrite C as just one fraction instead of two of these different numbers. Multiply 6 times 1/5. Who's got this? You got this, guys. Come on. Am I going to call the same people over and over? We'll give it to Beverly again. X to the 6 over 5. Therefore, is that an answer or no?
Yeah.
It is an answer. Let's circle it. Again, we multiply 6 times 1/5. That's the same thing if you need some scratch work. 6 over 1 times 1 over 5. You multiply straight across. 6 times 1 was 6. 1 times 5 was 5. That's why we got 6/5 for the fraction. And finally, we need to convert D into exponential form. Quiet raised hand. I have to choose on someone new. That's my rule, because we're done. There's no back. The last question for today. Someone that has their card still. Chewy.
So D, that was going to be x 6 over 5.
Therefore, is it an answer or no? It is an answer. Thank you. And it is obviously not E because it was C and D. All right, that concludes the notes. Give me a fist of 5 for our objective today. Can you convert between radicals and rational exponents? I see 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. India, what'd you get? 5. Oscar, you're at a 4. Leo's at a 3. And Jaden?
Like a 3.5, 5, 4.
3.5, 5, 4. Got it. All right.
Yeah.